So today was day one of our Christmas open house and reveal, and I'm waiting. If I plan it right, Brett will have supper ready when I get home. So thought last night we did a fast Christmas tour with the lights down low. Tonight all the lights are still on full bright, so we should be able to see better, hopefully. Today went longer than which was good. I was busy and I had lots of people to visit with, so thought now is the perfect time to do the video. Hey, how are you? So we'll see if anybody joins us. I know last night I liked the low glow, and now is the perfect time because you still get the sparkly lights, but I've got a few more lights on in the building, so it's a bit brighter. During the day you don't get the full Christmas effect. You get the feeling when you're here, but the evenings in here are my favorite. How are you, Ange? So, see if anybody else joins us before I get started. And then, yeah, so I won't go over prices and stuff tonight. If you see anything that you like, or when you're rewatching, because lots like to take their time and watch it later, just screenshot stuff and send it to me and I can send you prices. But I'll try not to go too fast, but I'll try to give you a look at every shelf and area. And if you want me to do a closer look, just put in the comments and I'll zoom in a little closer. And I've got my battery pack, so I shouldn't run low on battery. Thank you. And take a sip of my cider. We'll get started. I'll give it 5. I'm 7 minutes late starting. I thought it would be 6, but I kind of wandered around to make sure I had everything on. So maybe we'll just give it 5 minutes. And hey, Lisa. And see. Every year I think that this is my favorite year, and then I really like this year how it's come together. And I feel like we've got a bit more space too, plus just as Christmassy, we did squeeze in 2 more cafe tables. It's kind of still a tight fit, but gives a little bit of extra seating, plus the couches and the chairs. So I feel like there's lots of nooks. Noelle and I have decided that the area where I brought my TV from home so I could like put Christmas music on and watch Hallmark movies while I'm here. And we've decided we really like this corner, the fireplace and the comfy couch. Hi, Brenda. So yeah, in 2 more minutes we'll start walking around. And I didn't get my porch pots done today either. Last night at 11 o'clock I really didn't want to do them, so that's why I did our sneak peek and stayed here till 1 a.m. but didn't get porch pots done. And I think I'll do the porch pots after my open house, so it'll look a little more festive outside, but the porch pots will get done. So today I enjoyed just drinking apple cider and visiting with everybody that came in. And so, any questions so far? Anything you guys want to see? Where you want me to start, or just pick and go? Got a few. I know it's supper time, but Brett just put the supper in the oven, so I have an hour. I'll show up and it'll all be done. Hi, Elaine. Okay. Should we get started? I see a few more people joining. Like I said, you can rewatch stuff too. If I get ahead, I'm kind of used to that. Lots of people watch the video after, or when they have time, they watch in parts and then just screenshot stuff that they like and send me pictures with circles around it. And you can also schedule it, like if you're from Brandon, mom and dad are there back and forth from Rossburn to Brandon, so they kind of I call Tony my Tony Express, and have them drop stuff off on the way, or you can pick up from their place in Brandon, and you can do a virtual shop with me, so I can slowly walk through and just focus on the things that you're interested in. But we'll get started, because like I said, I was late starting. I had to find my battery pack and a few other things. The amount of things I lose in this store, which is my phone multiple times on a day. Okay. Oh, hey, Linda. Okay, let's start in the couch area where I was sitting. Turn it around. Okay. It's the couch area with my TV from home. And so, comfy couch. Best yard sale purchase ever. So we have the small tree. There we go. Look at that. So I started with themed trees, and then that went out the window as I like randomly started putting stuff. So we have ornaments all over the place. You have to like look at every tree. And so this is a close-up look at this one. There's the mice, churches. I love the newsprint. There's a variety, a whole set. Sleighs, Santas. And then a rocking horse and some signs and plants. My other comfy chair. And I'll turn around. I'll try not to go too fast. So then the fireplace. So we've got some plants and these battery operated balls. They're super cute. I have 2 of them. And then we've got, of course, favorite child, firstborn, middle child, youngest, and girl and boy ornaments. We have those every year. Some stockings, some signs, these new light up trucks. Oh, and I'm covered in price tags. Look at that. And then we've got a variety of these snow globes. So they play music too. So you'll see them around the store. Some I have 1, some I have 2. Just depends. And then this tree, a half tree. I kind of tried to go more farm themed on this one. So there's tractors, though I don't see any of the green tractors on here. I just see the red, but there are green tractors. Hey, Aaron. And then Santa. Trains, elves. Balls. These are pretty where they're glass filled. These you can put little letters in. The rocking horses are new and they're super pretty. Thing with ornaments is every year they don't change. These light up, so you'll see a few of these around. And they turn on usually, unless I've left them on, then I have to fix the batteries. Yeah, that one needs batteries. A few things need batteries. Then we got these new cocktail mixes this year. So they're like slush mixes. And there's like North Pole, vodka lemonade, gin fizz, like all kinds. It's like crazy. And there's supposed to be sangria, huckleberry, what else? Rum punch. There's a boozy frozen hot cocoa. I don't know, there's lots. Pina coladas. There's an espresso one. Espresso martini. Peach whiskey smash. And they're $24.99 or 2 for $40. So we've got a whole bin of those. Those just came in. I've heard nothing but good things about them. So around the store, I've got some hot chocolates added and plants. And then we put my parents' big tree. We lost a branch at my wedding, so Mom was not happy with me. But it's found a home on my cafe counter, and it does not look nearly as big as it does in a house, but And then under it we've got some of my homemade ornaments that I've made, and some signs, some candles, some jams, stuff to kind of coffee themed, like morning brew candles, London fog candles, some of the hot chocolates, 24 days of Christmas advent calendar, or 12 days, sorry. And then some plants. And then the tree, I kind of put some coffee themed and cafe themed, so like the nutcrackers and the sugar cookie looking ornaments and the little coffee cups that you can personalize on here. And then of course like elf themed, and some of these are new and they're so pretty. So that's kind of this theme, and then some random ones that go with it. And we still have ice cream. We've got some flavors still. And then, so this is the ice cream freezer. These are cinnamon trees. So the bark will actually smell like cinnamon. They're non-toxic. They like sun. They like being watered. And then, yeah, they're like super fun in here. So real cinnamon trees. And then, so our craft sodas, they're all non-alcoholic, but they're made in Canada. The County Bounty are hand-foraged fruits and berries and herbs. And then the Costins, there's like a rhubarb and an orange and a elderflower lemonade. They're like a cider. They're made in Europe, and they're like a pressed apple cider. They're all natural and so good. And then we've got sparkling water with no additives on the top. So they have just a nice amount of flavor, but no added sugar. Some of our sale stuff, we've got some 50% off, and I still have some plant hospital plants, so if you want a plant, I'm done looking after them. They're free, just not the pot. So come get them, there's a few. And then we have for the birds, the seed wreaths that we get every Christmas. They're made in Russell. So we have, they come in snowflake, gingerbread shaped, Christmas tree, and wreath shaped. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Jillian. And then I always go like that way, so let's go this way. We'll end at the big tree for a change instead of starting at the big tree. So this is my Rossburn clothing. I have some more at the front with some different styles, but these are the t-shirts, and we have the hoodies in the North 45 and the Rossburn. And then we also have some hockey themed shirts and 3/4 sleeves and t-shirts and hoodies and crew necks and some farm wife. And we have Rossman Lake crew neck sweatshirts. And then we've got the Rossburn You're Getting Eaten by a Bear worst case scenario hoodies. We've got Arrow Lake. We have my Northern Lights, which is my photo from Rossburn, in a hoodie and a t-shirt. Yeah, we have a variety of the lakes. And so yeah, this is kind of the main clothing section, and then some coordinating Stanley tumblers and slim cans on top, which either say Seach or Arrow Lake or Rossman Lake or Hockey Mom or Hockey or Farm Wife or Christmas. And then go here, we've got some stockings, but these gingerbread houses are new, so it takes a couple batteries. And then we got restocked on hockey ornaments. Still have a couple churches left. These red trucks are cute each year. New gingerbread ornaments. There's 2 styles. So yeah, here's the second style. So they are cute because they're perfect on a tree, but also setting around. And this is still continuing the sports themed. So I do have a pickleball tumbler. And then a snake plant. These are, if you're a hockey mom, these are hockey waxes made in Minnedosa. And they come in amazing scents. And I think they're all natural, so you could use them for more than just hockey wax, but that's what they're meant for. So there's like monkey farts and cotton candy and island coconut. So they smell amazing, and apparently the hockey players love them. They're great wax. So, okay, this starts the scrapbooking, though if you're here, there's more than scrapbooking tucked in. I tell everybody when you come in, you look up, down, and all around, because if there's an empty space, I probably stuffed something there. So we've got a new Winnie the Pooh Christmas line, and some of our other Christmas stuff has come in, and so we kind of just, this is the end cap. So some tumblers. This is for anybody with Elf on a Shelf. For I'm Back, you just stick his arms and legs through. And more we've got a few different kinds of Santa's Magic Keys if you're looking for those. We've got some gold plastic kind of ones, and then these wooden ones. And come in the corner. So in the corner I have planner stuff if you like to decorate your planner, and school themed. And then this will be your scrapbooking, but there's on top we've got In Memory and Angels. Some of like our Christmas with churches, the cardinals appear, just if you're missing somebody at Christmas. And then we've got the pet section, some pet toys and ornaments, signs, and then our lake. And then we've got some teacher stuff, though there's still more coming. And then this is the, well, grad and some random country stuff, farm, and then scrapbooking and fairy garden stuff on the bottom. Make your own advent calendar of a house. And then this will be your like mixed media, so glues, glitters, there's glue guns if you need. This is more than just scrapbooking, so this is your DIY at home for stuff, plus albums and watercolor paints and sprays and the whole kit and caboodle. Alcohol inks, make your own ornaments. They work well in glass ornaments, like this is mixed with alcohol ink side, and glass glitter, the amount of glitter I have here. And I do have some of the glass ornaments you can decorate yourself and paint. So middle is like, this is all the full Christmas line of scrapbooking. And dies and like getting shadows. A little bit of Halloween I stuffed on the side, and then it all goes down. I'm probably going fast, but if you want a full scrapbooking tour, just message me and we can do a virtual tour of that. And then I've got the baby and family, so mom, dad. Lots of the Winnie the Pooh, plus not up is the new fall Winnie the Pooh. But there's like washi tapes. So I'm an Eeyore fan. And then we've got our big stencils everywhere in Christmas and everyday themes. And your paint brushes for furniture painting or craft. Sorry, moving too fast my Wi-Fi, I think. And then this the tools, and then we've got stamps and dies. Oh, my lights turned off. They must be on a timer. Look at that. Ha. So this is my furniture paint. I carry two kinds, Dixie Belle, which is a chalk mineral paint, and Paint Couture, which is an acrylic resin paint. And so there's everything that you need for painting furniture. It also both work really well for crafting as well. So they blend really well. And so yeah, more stamps and dies, lots of cute Christmas ones, and every day. And then this will be your traveling and summer scrapbooking. And plus we have all the vinyl if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette. So be sure to post some questions, or if you want a closer look at something, and I'll zoom in and then take a screenshot. And if you want to know prices, you can message me later. But we have baskets of embellishments everywhere. And then there's all the Christmas molds from Prima, and every day that we have essential oils, buttons, These are made in Minnedosa. And then vinyl stickers, plus all your Rossburn pins, patches, vinyl stickers, plants on top, and cookie jars. And then the Morden's chocolates. So new this year, I only have 8 of these left. They're the chocolate Santas from Morden's. Let's see if I can lean them up. I'll fix them after. Plus all the Russian mints. These are great stocking stuffers from Barefoot Venus. This is a massage oil, or it also works for Bath and Body oil for a bigger moisturizer. So there's different scents. There's like maple. What is this one? Winterberry. Yep. Wintergreen. And coconut kiss. And they're all 10. Plus there's the little mini, same scents. There's a ginger snap. On the minis, and they're $10. And then there's a little bit bigger, which is 11. And then there's bigger jars that will hit, but these are kind of the stocking stuffers. Plus we make our own reindeer food. We have for years, so we have those. And then we've got the beard oils, and this is all made in Winnipeg. So there's an aftershave, beard balm, beard wash, beard cream, and beard oils. And then we've got these new this year are these little mini gift packs of chocolates. And they're Belgium chocolates. So yummy. And then 3 packs. And then these are all from Europe and all Belgian chocolate. So this is like a milk chocolate filled with speculoos. And then we've got Christmas mugs everywhere and Christmas signs, just to decorate up corners. And then 2 more of our snow globe. So they play music. And then, so this is kind of my kids stocking stuffer, though it's not just the only kids section, but these are all like good stocking stuffers. These turn inside out into snowballs. And then there's lots of snowman putty. We've got some Nido this year. And the mini ice cubes, some stuffed animals, lots of Yeti stuff. Christmas ornament, make your own ornaments. Splat sticky bombs. These are always popular. So you can have a snowball fight. You push the balls in and squeeze them and they pop out and they fly far. Stickies. Sand art. Bouncy balls. These are made in Brandon. Our fizzy gumdrops are always popular every year. And then we've got scented butter slime in candy cane, Christmas tree, gingerbread cookie, hot cocoa. Thanks, Jillian. Be sure to ask questions, you guys, if you want to see more. And then this is more putty. I think. Putty, yeah. And then, of course, the stress balls. Yetis, which are super soft. I love these. These all pop out, so they're all stress balls. This one turns inside out into a snowman or snowball, and then more of the 12 days of Christmas hot chocolates. Dad makes these trees for me, so they've got hooks on the bottom. I just don't have a wall to hang it on. And then some of we'll head into the scrapbooking. So these are all our transfers meant for, like, they go in metal, glass, name it. It's on the watering can, wood. They're huge. They're meant for like furniture and walls and things, but you can cut them up and put them on smaller projects like I like to do. The cardstock, and like I said, if you want a tour of all the scrapbooking, you can message me, but this is the paper and the spin rack section with all the different themes. And then we come out at more of the kids and the young adult books. And so we've got paint by numbers, we have the diamond dots, and we have these bead craft kits and other craft kits, more of those snowman making, plus your fake snow to make. She lives just outside of Rossburn, Lizelle. And then we've got another Manitoba local kids author. Got some puzzles and games at top. And then more kind of kids stuff. And there's more paint by numbers. And then here's all the giant stencils in Christmas and Valentine's and lake and all that for furniture. So like hot cocoa, they're all hanging up, and they're big trees to do your porch signs. And then we come out here. And so here's more of those newsprint. We saw the rocking horse earlier on the tree. So there's a variety. There's hand lotion with the Friends theme, plants, and then we didn't do this tree. This is like my glass pretty tree. So let's see. Come around. Let's see if you can see them all. Kind of the blues, whites, antique, milk class. Here's a few more Morton's chocolates. This hot chocolate changes color, so this Yeti one will turn blue and the unicorn one will turn pink. It's all regular white hot chocolate, but it just changes color. And then we have bins of signs, mostly the everyday, as we put out the Christmas. And so also, I think I missed, we have a whole pile of different Rossburn and Rossman Lake and north of 45 ornaments that we had made. And I see some brown skates. So here's like your lake life. Rossman Lake, there's Seach. And there's the ceramic. These are all Rossman Lake. I have other ones in a few spots. And in star-shaped, round, bunch tucked all around. And then this section, some more mugs. We have lots of tumblers everywhere. Stuffed animals. This hockey game is made by Dreegers. She used to have the Happy Little Paint Shop and live in Rossburn, and they're now in Alberta, and so we have them. We have a couple of these, so you can... Okay, bath section. So this would be our, like, mainly moms. Get this your bath, body. There's underwear, lip balms, pimple patches, bath bombs, soaps, steamers. So we'll do kind of a quick look. So Dora Coconut, they're Manitoba made. We have their lip balms and their creams and body butters. The jumbos you cannot lose. Love them. I have a few small ones left. And then this is made by Brett's cousin, Manitoba, the Ancestral Body. So there's like a turmeric body scrub, facial wash, lotion, and then the snow globe that sparkles, plays music. Lend Me Some Sugar, she's from Manitoba. And then we've got some different scents, plus her sugar cookie is coming up. There's more of the Barefoot Venus. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but feel free to ask questions. Vanilla is very popular, as well as their ginger snap winter. And then more Lend Me Some, Lend Me Some Sugar. And then we've got the Unicorn Dreams we have in smalls and large. So there's the body scrub, which is new, but we also have the whipped shave, so you can use this as a shave cream. And it's just like a whipped bath soap. It's awesome. Kids love it. Teenagers love it. Moms love it. It's pretty. And then we've got the Goddess Sugar Scrub. And then So these are there's some steamer packs, which have 7 in them. And then the bath candy from Kiss My Bath in Brandon. More cookie jars. There's so much to say. It'll take forever to go through prices, so just take some screenshots of what you're interested in and send me the pictures with circles, and I'll message you how much they are. If I start going over prices, we could be here for a really long time. So this is kind of an overview, so whatever you're interested in, will just message me and I'll get back to you on prices. And so then we've got our bamboo underwear, and we also have, they come in tanks too, like the camisoles. And then we have socks and essential oil bracelets made in Winnipeg, and then different themed socks like Hockey Mom, Canada. The tree is not some Christmas theme, plus regular socks in Christmas. Scrunchies. And then we've got, we'll hit it over there, but there's like lots of little face masks for stocking stuffers, locally made candles, hair ties, sunglasses, the fizzy gumdrops. All of you have to take a screenshot of stuff and then message me, and I'll tell you the prices of stuff, because there's like 5 million items in here. And then we've got fuzzy blankets, cabin bear themed, plus I have a Jets one and a pink blanket Christmas, or pink bear Christmas one. Got clips, candles around, lots of the Christmas coal and canary are here. Some little unicorn chocolates, Kiss My Bath soap, which is made in Brandon, with the fizzy gumdrops. And some foaming hand soap. And then essential oil packages. I'm standing over my Marilyn Monroe machine. New are these lighted owls. Ooh, as I drop it, ceramic. And essential oil diffusers. And then lots of little face masks in different themes and scents and different needs, like there's the coffee, tea, eye masks, and then there's these little packages, and these are more steamers for the shower. And then Adore Coconut, and they're different scents of body cream. They're nice because they're not greasy and they feel lovely on your skin. Muscle rubs, lip scrubs, sugar scrubs, kind of you name it. There's one of the Hockey super soft bamboo. And I have some PJs and PJ pants. I miss this tree. So yeah, lots of people rewatch the video and just take screenshots and then circle what they're interested in, and then I find it and I'll get back to you with the price. There's so much in here, it's crazy. And really every nook is full. And I walked around for an hour before my friend Lisa found the snow globe I was looking for. So this is the candle section. And so we do have some different candles around the store, but I kind of put mainly a bunch here. So they're kind of all your different scents. You'll see the coal and canary. We've got a few different brands and themes. And then in here is kind of the last bit of the kids section. So it's your markers and crayons, kids books, more paint by number, tie-dye, fabric paint, fabric markers, and then some of the like scratch and scribble, geodes, puzzles. These mystery puzzles are fun because you have to put the puzzle together to solve the clues. So there's a clue version, there's Titanic, there's murder on the underground, countdowns to Christmas, poppers for stress fuzzy socks with grippers. So not just kids are in here, but mostly. And then this would be our book section. I missed the men's section, but so this is he's from Manitoba. He has a cabin at Rossburn Lake, so he does funny snowbird sketches. So snowbirds find that funny. He's coming out with a book too. We have all the books from H.M. Gooden. So they're young adult. She's got different kinds. So this is mostly her section. And then we've got your tea, like your Brute teapots, and some farm tumblers and pour overs. We've got all kinds of stuff there. And then kind of our men's section. So we've got some of our Manitoba shot glasses that we had made for us. They're out of beer bottle tops. And then some shampoos, some men's scent soaps, ornaments, the themed tumblers, and all the Armor All and oil filters and skidoo and kind of thing. And men's underwear, and then some socks. I'm open now, Olive. So my open house started today. I was open till 5, and then tomorrow I'm 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Tuesday I'm 12 to 5. I'm closed Wednesday, and then my hours will be Thursday 9 to 5 and Friday 9 to we're trying to think. We're going to the States for hockey, so we just need to figure out when we're leaving because the border's closing early. So Friday we might not be open, but Thursday definitely 9 to 5. Okay, and then another snow globe that plays music, some candles, and then this is all our loose teas, some Christmas mugs, and then scrubbies are in here, which I think they're covered up. Yep, Euro scrubbies. More tea theme, plus the Santas. Tea tumblers with filters in them. Though the Brutes are still my favorite. And then this is kind of definitely our farm feeling section. Lots of Yellowstone tumblers. Some plants. It's our cocktail section. And ciders. So we've got the smoking cocktail kits. You want to get creative with your party. And then all of these you either can make with alcohol or not alcohol. And then there's the individuals. These ones will make pictures, like the bigger boxes. And then this is for different smoked flavors. And then the individuals. Have I been going too fast? I feel like I get going. Okay, and then we're hitting kind of our gourmet food section. So these chips are delicious. They're from Europe. We get them every Christmas. And we get the 3 popular flavors. And then we've got sea salts from BC. They hand harvest their own sea salt. Barbecue sauces. We've got freeze-dried mushrooms, hemp seed, rice, flaxseed, barbecue sauces, hot sauce, smack dab. I still have more from DeLuca's to come. These are from the Netherlands. These ones and these ones. And they are popular every year with our charcuterie. So we got double the batch because we have a bus tour coming again. This time we have 2 buses. One's leaving from Verdun, like last year, and the other one's leaving from Hamiota. So go see my post if you'd like to catch one of those buses on November 30th, and you get included a charcuterie lunch from us featuring a lot of the items that you're seeing. So we've got olive oil, balsamic, artichoke hearts, you name it, tapenades, pestos. These are like great for cheeses. So the blackberry whiskey and the rhubarb muscat wine. And then diamond dots all over. And blankets. We've got little blankets and tea towels. Okay. Oh, this is a big section. So this is our seasonings, dips, mixes, rubs, hot chocolates, that kind of thing. New this year is the fish fry batter. So it just arrived, that they added to their line. We've got our mulling spices. So if you are in our open house, you get a free complimentary apple cider while you shop. And we're using our mulling spices. And then we've got DeLuca's seasonings. The espresso rub I like to use even though it's a espresso spice rub, I like to use it as a pepper. It's just got a nice smoky flavor. And then the pizza spice we actually use on everything like vegetables. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. So it's great with potatoes, your veggies. Put it in some of our like casseroles on steak. I kind of used it all summer. And then we've got some different new flavored garlic oils and steak splashes. And new this Christmas was the mac and cheese seasoning, the smoky cheddar, so I'm excited to try that. The rib rub is super popular. And then these are the hot chocolates. So we have the no sugar added, as well as like some of the eggnog, and then we've got the changing color, like the green. And then we have all the fun flavors. And they're all individual. And they're $3 each or $10 for $25. So they're a great stocking stuffer. And then look at the raccoon stuff. Who loved raccoons? I love the cartoon. So they've come out with these mug sets, and in Cyril and Bert, and then the marshmallows, and then the mini hot chocolates. So I love the nostalgia. And then we have some honey cough candies. And then these are new for us this year instead of the ones we got before with the, I guess, the alcohol version. We thought we'd try these. And oh my goodness, when you open this one, all it smells is like fresh peaches. And they're all natural. And they are yummy. So there's 3 different kinds. And then these ones are made in Canada. These ones are Europe. And then raccoon macaroons. And then we've got like the hot chocolate. So it's a mug and a hot chocolate set. We've got candy canes. And then these are all your dip mixes. So there's hot dips, like the baked, and then there's cold, chilled dips. I use pretty much all of them for cooking, but they're so easy. You just add sour cream or like some Miracle Whip or yogurt and mix them up. And then we even have the marinated artichoke hearts and the sun-dried tomatoes to mix into your artichoke and Parmesan baked dip. Makes everything easy. Fast and easy. And then we've got flavored peanuts and nuts. So we've got the sour cream, peanuts and dill pickle, the brewski nuts, and then we've got this is a wild garlic mixed nut, and then there's a salted caramel chocolate nut mix, and then there's a French rosemary almond. And then some of the candies, butter toffees, butter fudge, There's a closer look at the raccoons. The old-fashioned hard candy, sprinkles for your hot chocolates, and then dip warmers, mugs, chilled dips, pizza stones, burger smash, cast iron things down there. And then, of course, still more drinks, and then come around. So this would be the honey, maple syrup, jams, preserves, that kind of. So there's mini honeys in different flavors. A bunch of different preserves. Valley honey from Birtle. DeLuca's creamed honey, Farmer's Daughter. We've got some of the flavored honey still left. And then Christmas mugs, plants, another lighted bow. Oh, here's more of the Rossburn ornaments, moose and bear, and all in there. And then our vinyl stickers that we've had made. This is my photo. And our Rossburn buttons. One of the, for the green tractor lovers. And then there's Christmas tea towels. Ice fishing, skiing, Christmas, barn, you name it. Okay, where am I going next? Even our tables are decorated, so the comfy chair section. And then more fuzzy blankets back there. Some black teddy bears and polar bears. Chunky knit blankets up above. Plants. My old Eaton's catalog I found for Christmas. I'll go like that. So then this is our main fireplace. So if you didn't know, this fireplace belonged to Brett's grandparents. And then it's now found its home in the store. Much loved. And the new white ceramic trees. There's 2 of these gingerbread houses. It's all one piece. And it just takes a couple batteries, so it's really easy to display. And we've got another tree tucked in behind. Some different ornaments. And signs above. Ornaments down below, and lots of plants. So if you saw my sneak peek last night, you saw the infinity lights that are now in the window, and it's double-sided. Like, who would have thought of that? I wasn't sure what I was ordering, and when they came in, I'm like addicted. I think I want more of them. But I have 2 sets of the trains. And then lots of Christmas mugs. We do have a couple games, so if you're sitting here and you're here for a while, there's some games. And then my trunk. Room for a few coffee cups if you're sitting and visiting, but there's also stuff on display. Pillows, most of them are for sale. Here's more of our clothing. And then this is like the main window, so we've got lots of plants, pots, plant supplies like fertilizer and spraying for bugs, and those hydroponic clay balls. And then, so up close, we've got the big plants on top, the birds of paradise, and some of the Rossburn mugs are here. Some spring mugs, or spring pots. And then, so there's a matching hoodie and t-shirt coming. The Rossburn Lake campfire, so that's the Rossburn Lake shape. This barn lights up, it's a little lamp. And so there's all the plant supplies, neem oils. It's one of my favorite mugs I had made. I combined a bunch of the black bear ornaments, so they're in one section with our Duke the Bear theme. Some earrings. Some clothing. More clothing. Manitoba themed, like Rossburn Lake. Lake life. So yeah. And then my Northern Lights t-shirt. Well, this is so here's the hoodie with the worst case scenario. You'll get eaten by a bear. And then you saw my Northern Lights hoodie before. So now this is the t-shirt. And then we have a tree. So there's trains, dogs, nutcrackers. All of our fresh greens have arrived, plus our wreaths, which I hung it this morning. It's looking a little frosty. We just got berries and pine cones all at it, and you can dress it up with more ornaments if you want. And last but not least is the big tree. So, kind of seen a little bit of all the ornaments, but you have to kind of walk around. There's a few different ones on this one. The Inuksuks are neat, so you can leave them out all year. Camping themed. Little Santa boots are neat. I like to stuff them on the shelf to dress up a shelf. Skiing, figure skating, Gilmore Girls, tractors. I know I'm probably going too fast. Skidoos. These are fun. I had 6 of those come in this year. They have a lot of glitter on them. Those houses. Moccasins. Okay. So, that's kind of in a nutshell of the store this year. Some of my fresh flowers, I'm going to start making my porch pots. I've got red roses in, so I'll make bouquets this week. And all kinds of coffees and ice cream, Italian sodas, milkshakes. Thanks, Erin. Yeah, I'm loving it this year. I feel like we're not so jam-packed, like we have some space, which is not normal. Hi. Hey. So I hope that's given you a look at what the stores got, and there's a little bit something for everybody. Oh, I shouldn't stand near my furnace. It's loud in the video. Thanks for joining. So yeah, if you have questions, just go back through the video, take some screenshots, send them to me, and I'll get the prices and how much I have or for quantity. And so my open house this was day 1. So I was open to the public today. It was so exciting to visit with everybody. You'll get your apple cider. We're doing no taxes. And if you make a purchase, we enter you for the door prize, which is a $100 gift card, a $50 gift card, a $25 gift card. So, and I'll make the draws on Tuesday. So tomorrow we're open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday we're open 12 to 5. I'm closed Wednesday. Thursday I'm 9 to 5 for sure. Possibly later if I have help after school. And Friday I'm thinking we have to leave for Bismarck. So I won't be open Friday, but I will have more hours the following week. And when I have weekends that have no hockey, I'll be open, so you can watch my Facebook page for my weekly hours. I am running after my hockey kids, and I love watching them, and I don't want to miss out on those moments. And let me think. We have coming up Santa photos, so you can book online for your Santa photo spots. That's December 1st. December 3rd is our Rossburn Santa Day with lighted parade and street hockey with the Wolverines, and we're doing complimentary apple cider. So you'll see a poster being shared on my page, and I talked about the bus tour. So if you're in near Hamiota or Verdon, hop the bus on November 30th, and we have 4 great stops. So you'll go to Flower, Attic, and Gifts in Verdon, Sam's, Samantha's Boutique Pink Door, and my shop, where you'll have a charcuterie lunch, and Campbell's Flowers and Gifts in Hamiota. And you also get coffee from MJ's for the road trip, and you get a tour guide they're awesome. They'll play games with you on the bus, so it's fun. It's Sunday, November 30th. We're doing that. And so you can catch the bus in Verdon or Hamiota, and there's limited seats, and you can book your spots on my on my online store. Same with the Santa photos. Pick your time slot, reserve your spot, and that's what we've got going on so far. So, and when I get my porch pots done, I'll post a picture. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tour and got to see. I know it was fast, and I talked too fast, and it's just the way it is, but thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. I'll be posting close-up pictures of things, but this was my one-night tour, and I'm gonna go home and see if Brett's got supper made. So thanks guys.